Hello and welcome back. Right, I'm back. I'm whizzing through the episodes. I've done 2 or 3 episodes now on Agres Balcones, and we fixed the issues on all Let's Plays. Yeah, I've literally worked out what was wrong on each of the Let's Plays, and yeah, Calmlands. Although I've not done an episode on it, I have been and fixed the animal issues, and I can now place animal pens, which is fantastic. But we're on Silverrun, so yeah, just a little bit of an update. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to sleep through until tomorrow. We've done all that we can do for today. There's no harvests due till the morning, so we're going to pop up to our house and we're going to, yeah, going to rest until tomorrow morning. Right, let's grab, yeah, there is a proper bridge. Let's not, although yeah, it's not really going to hurt if we walk across that little tiny brook. Yeah, it is. Now we've got a lot of woods. We have. Yeah, but it is gonna. Well, hopefully it's gonna go out. I think we have got productions going. The trees, yeah. Oh, that reminds me about the trees. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, I've got to. I'm trying to go a completely different way now because of the trees. Yeah, I brought these up around the telehandler ready for the morning. Let's just check, make sure that they're still all good, because we know sometimes the cows have caught us out a little bit. So I want to make sure that they've got enough. Yeah, they have got enough, and they're both good as well. Right, we're going to sleep through till morning. Remind myself what is on the sales. Absolutely nothing presently. So we're going to sleep through till the morning. Then we're going to do our normal daily routine. Yeah, get the animals all sorted. I will do a time lapse, as I have done sort of frequently on that. And then, yeah, we will also over breakfast check what is on the sales, as is my usual want. Great demand at Waffle Hut South. Right. Well, there we go. I think we can pass on that, truthfully. Right, we're going to, no further ado, then let's get this sorted. Let's do our usual routine and get everything sorted. Stick this into, right, here we do actually, let's do this properly. Let's start the engine and we'll get that fed. Get them fed, that. Right, let's get these all sorted. Right, I'm going to say my words. Yeah, we're going to go into a bit of a time lapse before we get cracking with anything that needs doing, which in May, I don't think there's going to be anything, but yeah, we shall have a look. I shan't presume. Did I say my words? Well, I can't remember. I hate that when I do that. Right, I'm going to say them again, and if I did, you won't hear this, but if I didn't, you will. So, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, that is the normal routine done. Yeah, I'm well chuffed for that actually, to be honest. That didn't take very long at all. I suppose, well, no, you get good and bad days in the office. I always say that, right? We know we've done all of the grass work, so we really are waiting for the harvest. So we could. No, wood. That was it. I knew there was something I thought of. Yeah, we've set everybody, all the things. Oh, now did we get all of the grass out of the. Yeah, that is true. Did I do... I know I did one load. I'm not sure we'll go and have a look. Let's have a quick look. We're a stone throw away, so... Yeah, I thought it highly appropriate that we brought the starer across, being as it was the star of the show at the very beginning, the one that started us off on this Let's Play. Yeah, it's I don't know, you always seem to go into automatic reminiscing mode when you know that you're at the end of a Let's Play. So yeah, I don't know what it is. Well, I suppose I do really. It's admitting you've had hours of fun on a map, and yeah, I've often beat myself up about the right grass. No, it's not this we need to look at. It's the other one, the silo. Yeah, about how the yard doesn't look unique and all that type of stuff. And although it's maybe not, I don't know. I would imagine there aren't many that have done what we've done around the lake. And again, not watching other people's content that much because you're creating your own. I can't say that for certain, but yeah, I would imagine that in our own way we're as unique as everybody else. Yeah, I'm sure there's some mods that others have used, and you know that it's all about location and all the rest of it. And there's going to be some things that people have done the same, definitely. But let's see, 52 tons. So yes, we have indeed still got some grass in there. Let's get that across to our now then, ooh, no, we can't manage that because it's a tractor one. Now, or we've just taken the biggie up to the top, haven't we? Sure, this is a tractor one, isn't it? Because I was unsure. Yeah, it is. I thought so. Right, now, that is typical. Excuse me, yawning. It's one of the Mr. Biggie. Oh, now, no, it's got a trailer hitch. It's a little bit slow, but it is a bit of a monster. That is it. I did not realise how large that trailer was. It is a monster. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen or actually done a. It's not the biggest in the game, but I would imagine it's probably fairly realistic, in so much as that is really how big an 80-tonner would be. The 70-tonner, I think, is a little bit. The other one we've got, that trailer, I think, is a little bit of a TARDIS, and I think, yeah, well, I don't know, actually, the 109-tonner that we've got, the other 82 Studios on, that's large as well, thinking about it. But this is an 80-tonner, and this is a monstrously high and very, very long. So, yeah. I get a feeling this is probably about right if you're going to have an 80-tonner. Right, so let's get this across to that, so that all of our products, I will have a quick look at how everything is doing internally, all of the productions, and I think then if there's nothing, well, there's the wood to do, we've just said. Yeah, there is, actually, I'd forgotten. No, I'm trying to forget. No, actually, I will look forward to using the, because this could be the last time that we actually use the Volvo, and I've thoroughly enjoyed that, I really have. No, I didn't realise I got TMR in there. Ooh, that's as close as you can get it to being not quite right. Ah, there is still some. I see. So when I went to this for the lime, I was looking at this one and I was thinking, there's no lime in there. And then I literally obviously pressed the button and I got loads of lime come out. So now I know there's two things. Right, fantastic. 52 tons. So that's all of that that from that field done. Let's take this across, stick that in, and then at least we finished our job from yesterday. Sugar cane's growing nicely. I do love sugar cane. I did not enjoy doing that field though. That I did not think of the posts. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, I can't really go down the side of there anymore. Not if I'm trying to be realistic, because I'll be ripping the trees up. I did it one last time, last session, and I thought, yeah, no more. Now then. Yeah, and I realised why this wasn't popping. Yeah, I got it. I sussed it the second time, and off camera I went. Well, I checked and I locked. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. Open twist lock. It was literally opened, so I had to close it, and then of course it will lift. I was thinking, why will this not pop? Why will this grass? I was thinking all sorts of things. The trailer's broken, this is broken, there's a mod clash, but no, it was just I didn't have the things twisted. They weren't locked. So there you go. Simple as right. And so we want... Right, yeah, we need the flatbed, which is still at the top. We need the lorry. And I believe, yeah, it is actually up top. We need to go grab that. And then we're going to grab the Volvo and we're going to load some wood. But before we do that, we do need to be checking the productions to make sure that there is still enough in there. Right, the silage digestate, how much water is there in you? Oh, okay, we will need to do a water run as well, definitely. Slurry, yeah, we know we've just done all of that. Yeah, that's going to go to manure. No, the manure, no, sorry. No, there is no straw in there to go to manure. That is done. So why is that not going to the floor tiles? Because the planks have filled all the storage. Nah, so it shares the internal storage, but if I'm telling the floor tiles to make, then how come they're not making? Because that makes no sense. Because that would... I do understand. Because it can't spawn. Yeah, that is actually logical. Yes, I do get it now. So now that should actually work, because the planks should go to the floor tiles to create the floor tiles. And there's 10 tons worth of planks. But there's no planks long, and there's no planks long because it's shared storage. Or is it? Is that 10,000 litres total? Maybe. It could be as simple as that. And that could be the dilemma that I've been facing. Right, the Hessian should be trundling along nicely. Yeah. Oh, wow. There was a lot of... That is amazing. Right, so that's trundling along nicely. The metal... Yeah, that is selling. The mini BJ's... Yeah, got hopper in there. And it's got charge, which... Digestate building up. Oh no, of course the digestate is distributing, the methane is selling, the electric charge is selling. Although I think that's not selling, is it? I think we've got problems with that. Right, old sawmill. Yeah, that's stuck as well, isn't it? And again, that says 15 ton storage, so which explains again why I think we're going to have to put those on spawning and spawning again for that to actually work. Now, how much have you got internally? You have a full load of wood distributing. Now, that is spawning. But it's, I think it's, if I remember rightly, that actually does add up. There's 2 tons. It's a very poor amount of storage space, though, I've got to be honest. But yeah, it does make sense. You've got to keep that going quite a lot, which is, at least I now understand what the problem is. Right. A fabric wall, yeah, that's going along nicely. And the other one should be 2. Yeah, which is just doing that particular thing. And the... Are they on selling now? Ah. Are they? I think we're going to sell direct. Yeah, that is both. That'll work for both. Farm dairy, yes. Okay, fantastic. That is everything ready to rock and roll. So is there? Yeah, there is the wood. We keep saying, and I keep on ignoring myself. Right, where did I stick the? It's around here. Let's go grab the back, and we'll go to the shop, and we are going to grab one of the containers. And no, it's not there. You finished up over. No, I use the... Oh, that's true, where am I? Where is the lorry? Yeah, I was going to say I use the thing. Where did it... Oh, have I took it back up? But you know... Well, we can run up here. Please tell me I'm right. After all this. No. Right, okay. Right, let's look on the map. Where did I leave the lorry? That's the Unimog. That's the... Yeah, the warrior, the sloucher. Right, okay, he's back down there. So we need to come up here and grab... Yeah, we do. It is true. Apologies for my... Yeah, it's weird. My short-term memory is sometimes a bit dodgy. It is. It's a bit hit and miss. And it's been like that for quite a few years. Again, my job's stressful. It does play with your head a lot. It really does. You're using your mental energy all the time, and it is a bit like I always say about word brain. It is just, you know, certain days certain things pop better than others. So yeah, of course I do remember now. Yeah, I'm just piecing together in my head that what went wrong and why I forgot. Oh, still bit blobs of stone that I must get done. Right, we need to go up to the top, grab the keep meaning to grab those. Again, what I was talking about a couple of days ago, those little jobs that don't quite make it into your important jobs. Right, we need to that's annoying. I can't spawn any logs until we've moved those out of the way. I don't know what happened with that. I still, to this day, cannot figure out what went wrong with that. Why it did that one time. When I said logs, it's done pallets instead of logs. Right, yeah, I think I've gone a little bit mad with this. Made it a little bit tricky. Let's go grab our container. And we will load some wood. If I can capture the trailer, that is. Yeah, but I think, actually think about it. Let's get the we'll get the pallets out of the way first, because there's no point in grabbing a container until we've cleared the decks down below first. So we'll go and sell that first, and then we will go and do the rest. Yeah, we'll spawn a lot of logs. I think we're going to be quite busy this session, to be honest. We'll do that again. It's 300,000. Which is not a bad little earner, really, let's be honest. That'll do. I don't need to completely do it. Can we sneak past the New Holland? Yeah. I was just thinking about the manufacturer tiers yesterday, so I was thinking it was a Boltra. It is New Holland. It is. And I've got to be careful. A bit of this is a little bit dodgy, if I remember rightly. Ah. Yeah, that very bit there. Right, I'm gonna need to go as I think what we've got to do is probably not ignore the fault in the first. Ooh, what am I? Still catching a little bit of that. Yeah, I think we need to fix the issue, which is the bank, really. While we're here, let's get that sorted. Yeah, we need to, this is going to get a bit messy though, actually. That's why I think I left it where it was. I need to... it was the tree. Let's try that for size. I think that should be a little bit more like what it should be like, really. Give ourselves a little tiny bit more swing room. That's all that it really requires. Yes, no more sneaking around that side. This is I've got to go the proper way. And of course, I've also done the turnaround. That I was a bit annoyed about, because that was an accident. But once I'd put that first one down, I thought, ooh, I hate this. And that one's a mistake. I would actually, when that gets big enough, that one there is the first one I tried, and I am going to chop that off. Yeah, it really is. That was an absolute mistake. Right, so then let's stick this in. We need to go past it a little as well. Get this on. Let's pop into a time lapse as well, because I'm terrible at loading and unloading and chatting at the same time. Now then, I think we can go. Let's just try. Don't think I've ever tried to grab the pallets before. Yeah, no, they are. They're not ethereal or anything. They're very real. It's not going to take as long, actually. Not for this particular part, anyway. Let's just stick them straight on. I think I'm not worried about a time lapse for these little bits. It's 5 pallets. It wasn't too bad. And then we'll go and grab a container. Now then, what is best for wood at the minute? Who is offering the best price? Although for these, I think we might actually sell them anywhere, truthfully, because this is just a few. Wood. The paper factory. Where is the paper factory? I don't think we've ever been to the paper factory. Oh, wow. Right, okay, well that's interesting. I think we'll do that actually. It's usually the wood place, isn't it? Really, is the usual place that we go. Wow. Okay. Fantastic. That makes a change, actually. Yeah. Right. No, we do want you. I confused myself then, which you frequently do. Yeah. Yes, it's. I am literally. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into it with this. Really, yeah. How do I? It's a bit. Yeah, it's true. It's quite a tight yard. This is really, in a way. Yeah, being as we. Oh. I suppose we could actually go for a container as well, but no, I think by the time we've stuck all of these on, actually, yeah, we could put a short container, but you know, I think I'll just grab another one. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, you do have to have a certain size. It's the smallest one, isn't it? Thinking about it, sure it is. Otherwise, you get the things telling you off because you've, yeah, got the wrong side wood, and then you get penalised quite heavily. So, do you know, we'll, yeah. Oh, that is tight. Yeah. No, there is not an easy way. This is going to be involve a bit of wheel crunching, I think, on the edge of stuff, even as good as the telehandler is. So I avoid those trees behind the saplings, and also lift that to avoid any kerfuffles. Yeah, we'll just go straight on, I think. Oh no, thinking about it, we don't need to take the telehandler as well, do we really? Right, fantastic. Let's log that up. Let's load that up and put the straps on and pull the drawbridge up. And we are going to go to a fresh place. So, do I? No, we will actually. I don't know. Back to my keyboard, my usual trick. Right, let's go on a little journey. Although, no, I'm not going to share. I'll tell you for why. I shall start the cameras again when we get there. Because otherwise it's going to be a massive thing with us just... No, do you know, I don't care. No, sometimes it's about... It is. You've got to smell the music. That's the wrong analogy. It is actually. Smell the roses, I think, is probably what I'm searching for. Yeah, again, concentrating whilst... Now, it's a bit tricky for this to get down there, really. It might be able to manage that one. Yeah, it's not... The rise and the fall isn't too bad. Not even for this. I know. I realise it's not. This is not about the money. Obviously, it is about the realism. Yeah, we have got to. We can't keep ignoring these little jobs. We'll get the containers done when we get back. I don't care if this. I keep saying this about Let's Plays. Even if you know the Let's Play's finished, I want to treat the Let's Play properly, as if you're not. Because your mind can do a number on you. You can sort of like start thinking, oh well, I'm leaving anyway. But no, we're not doing any of that. And that I realise is from the I keep thinking which one's that from. I know which one it is. It's the little tiny Zeta. Well, it's the medium Zeta actually. Now is it train? Looking at that, I think it is. I'm not sure we can get this way. I think we need to do a U-turn. I think I got the wrong end of the stick, I think. Looking at this, let's pull off the road onto the side, and let's gather our direction. Because I don't think I'm right. No, we're there. Oh, no, maybe. It's a bit of a circuitous route. We could, if we take a turn to the right, and let's look to see if anything's coming first. And we'll look closely. Yeah, this is a bit of a long-winded way, but hey-ho. We don't come down here very often. Oh, let's run the deer over. Now it is, I believe, this road here. Yeah, one of the logging trails. I think we've only been down this road once. beautiful. I've got to, yeah, I know I have said it before, but acknowledgements where acknowledgements are due. I do think this is one of the, it is the most beautiful. I've always loved Erlingrat. Always thought that was a beautiful piece of eye candy, but got to be honest, Silverrun is definitely very special. Really is. I think it's Giant's best ever map that I have ever seen. Now I think we do need to be going that way. We do. Well, we have been this way once, I remember. Please don't tell me you're a weak bridge. No, you're a narrow bridge. Right, that's okay as long as you're strong. Now then, do we veer to the right? No, not yet. That's the slightly longer route. We shall stick to, mind you, it could be, it looks like that one doesn't rise and fall so much, so do you know, maybe longer, but we're going to go this way, and we've never been this way either, but yeah, I'm thinking it's this doesn't look so, it says as it starts to rise heavily. Oh no, we're okay. No, which way do we go now? We go, oh yeah, we can do this. We go right, and then over the bridge, and then right. And we should be pretty much at the paper factory. We can see it below actually. We're not going to drop off the edge though to do this, but yeah, that looks, oh, that is a point. I was right though, it is the train really. Can we, I think we can get down here. Oh, it's a very, very tight turn, I think. Oh, now that was worth coming up here. I've just spotted what you've all probably spotted already. We did say we were going to get these. Because I'm a terror for not noticing things, and I have seen, and I can... Whoa, fantastic. We have another. Let's not get run over, and then our victory will be very short-lived. Right, so then we need to be turning around now. Is that plants? I hate this. Your mind goes into overload then and thinks you see them everywhere, but no, I think it's poppies or something down there. I can see it. It is true. Right, okay, let's do it, and let's do a gentle turn. I don't want any of those horrible jaggedy, horrible twisty things where it says you can't turn that steeply, even though it's not that steep. Right, so we need to be going down on the left. I'm enjoying this, and I'm glad about that. So we have broken the 4 million. We have. Now it is funny. Riverside seems to. I know it's strange. I don't really understand why Riverside. Yeah, we have been here longer, but I think, well, to be honest though, we've invested heavily in infrastructure. I mean, really heavily. So now, is that where we actually go though? Do we go through the water or what? Let's have a look. Aha. I can see it disappearing. Right, we should be back in a few... Oh, okay. Now that is the point. Can you bring containers here? Wow. Yes, I've only just cottoned on to the fact that obviously if you are manually loading and unloading, you will get the bonus. Whereas if you... Now, can we sneak another way? We could, actually. We could take a left and go through that narrow ford. And am I going the right way? I am. Well, so we can go this way. And whilst we are, in this let's crack on with the adventure. I think this is like the other side of where we normally would go, actually thinking about it, but we don't ever come this far on the road that leads to the top road. If we were to gonna go, we've done this way a couple of times, and now this is where we need to go left. Right, okay. Yeah, it is. This is. We usually turn a right and go onto the road in that where the branch is just ahead on the mini map. If you on this side you'd take a left. We go onto that road down there. We've never come down this branch of this road because we always go down that side there. Yeah. Just thought I'd have a quick look at this. I don't think I've ever sort of looked at this. Thought that was all wrong then, but it is actually right. It looked like it was at a funny angle. It really did. Yeah, I was thinking that the front section wasn't on the ground, but it isn't because it's not supposed to be. It's the back legs. Right, smashing. Yeah, I do like to have a look at this and admire the eye candy that obviously Giants have done. It is nice sometimes, as I say, to smell the roses. Smell the roses, that's right. Yeah, we've not found many of the collectibles, but I am a terror. I'm not really, and I don't go darting all over the map very often. I'm not really gone on treasure hunts. I think the only time I ever did that was on Western Wilds at the beginning, where I thought, well, let's go with this for once, because I don't do it very often. Because it mucks around with how well you do, I always find. I think Calmsden taught me that one. I did it on one of the two Calmsdens when I initially went on the map. I often wonder whether I should do another thing on Calmsden with all of the mods and that now, but I keep saying no to myself. There are enough, it is true, as brilliant as it is, and it really is. It is an absolutely amazing map. And it is my favourite English map. It really is. Maybe favourite map full stop. Yeah, but I usually differentiate between the different things like European, American, British. Yeah. Right, fantastic. Let's go and grab a container. I think I am right. It's a long time since I've done this, which is why the confusion of like what size. I do remember we do get chastised. I'm sure it's 9 meter, or I think that's the one. So I do love the shine that you get off that is so realistic. So that's another thing that Giants have done very well. Now let's not be catapulted away. I don't want to be. Yeah, I never did do that, did I? I have tried it on another Let's Play, those, but I never did buy the other one. Right, so we want a container. No, that's not what we want. We want this one here. Containers. They're 9. It is the middle one, isn't it? I'm sure it is. And we're going to go for the... Why do I always do that? Fantastic. Right, we're going to need to grab the telehandler. Right, I'm going to be right back. Right, I think that is it. Yeah, I'm not going to sell it. It's not a good price. So obviously, I also chose the wrong size. I wanted the smallest, and that's going to have affected the price. But obviously, that is why it's not. So the containers, I did think there sometimes comes a certain point where things like the containers get accepted everywhere, where it sort of becomes the new norm, as in you can do it that way as well. But I wasn't sure if that would. I thought, well, it's worth a shot. It's only, you know, and it's going around the beautiful part of the map. It is gorgeous. So I thought it's not going to hurt. Just do it. Right, let's top up as we're passing, and let's switch interactive zone markers off whilst we do so. Yeah. So it is. What we'll do is we'll go through till tomorrow morning, and I shall class that as another session. I really will. It's not. So yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a short session. As I've always said, I tried to do it as I'm doing a job. We've tried to do a job and it didn't work out right. We will still do it at a later date when the price is good. But like anybody, yeah, I'm not going to sell our products at a silly price where we're going to lose a lot of money. That's silly. So we'll take this back, and I think we shall sleep through till the morning, or we shall see the. Yeah, I've got to think of a better way to say that. I mean, it is what it is. You are sleeping. It's a sleep trigger, but you're not really. You're speeding the month up. You're saying goodbye to the month. I've got to find a better way to say that. Yeah, I've got my eyes peeled, keep my eyes peeled for animals mode on. So, yeah. Obviously there are a lot, so that means they've got to be. I would say there's got to be some in the actual town. There's got to be, surely, like on tops of things. But as I say, I'm not really. I don't really. It inflates. It takes away from what you've done on the Let's Play. And again, it's a game, so it isn't. But I like it to be where it does truly reflect our. Now be careful. Yeah, truly reflects our effort on the map, really, rather than the. Let's take this. Yeah, we'll stick it. No, we'll leave it here actually. But we do need the lorry. So we're going to take the lorry and she'll move that ready for the morning. Yeah, we shall leave it over here. Now, did we fit? Yeah, we did. I remember we're 95 out of 97 tons of food for these. It was, I remember. Don't leave it in the way in case I do decide to use a. No, actually, I can hook this up to the trailer. Liquid tanker. That's its proper name. I was just thinking all of the different terms for it. Yeah. We've shifted the grass over. We've got everything going that we've got to get there. I know we've still got to shift the metal, but again, just quickly look at the time-saving stock check, because we could do that if the price is right. That is one thing that is worth doing if the metal is green. And it is. Right. Well, that's what we're going to do then. Yeah, it makes perfect sense that is a cracking price, so... so we shall re-get the... Oh, very well done. That's even worse than last time. Do you know? Pull it again. Calm down, Gordon Bennett. Do you know? We work so hard to do this and make... and then somebody just comes and charges into the field and does damage. Still, you do see that I actually have always got it on. I don't switch it off or anything like that. It is what it is. It's not an accurate thing of your efforts, is it, if you make a mistake, and it doesn't cost you, really. Again, realism. Mr. Silly P calls it immersion. not that he has damage switched on, but, well, sometimes. You've got to really, you can't talk about immersion if you like having half of the rules to suit yourself switched off, and that's not me having a go at Mr. Silly P, that's me saying truthfully that, right, where are we going now? We could go down that way. Yeah, and pick the telehandler up. Yeah, what I mean is if you're aiming for... Immersion's just another word for realism, isn't it? Immerse people in the reality of it. So, yeah. if you're playing this as a farming simulator, rather with a realistic as a possible element, we all know that the you can be DJ Goham and you can ignore every single rule in on the playbook for realism, and that's not me having a go at DJ. It's obviously his play style, so that's not me. That's me acknowledging his play style, and that is his choice. Yeah, I mean, I've seen him play around corners many a time because I do watch him and I do like him. Right, we do need to, but yeah, it's, you can't go on. I mean, I think Daggerwin is one of the, he nearly always goes for true immersion and true realism, but that, even that's, when I say that, it is, he uses super strength sometimes. Yeah, so it's not, it's when it suits, it's not, it's, he nearly uses that all the time. I've seen a couple of Let's Plays, and it's one of those things where I know he's normally renowned for his realism, and that's one thing where I think, yeah, but that's not realism. That's like totally not. But you know, again, he indicates and stuff like that, and does an awful lot, and he insists on big backhanders sometimes. So it's. We've all got our play style. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to have a go at any of them. Everyone's got their own play style. Right, am I going the right way even? This is true. Where am I? I'm not sure that goes. I think that goes down to the rural farm south again. It does indeed. We need to be going... We need to be turning around, actually. I know I've made this difficult for myself now. I realise with some of these trees being where I've put them, and they are... Yeah. I may have to move some and do a manual hand plant for the few that once they grow to the point where you can chop them down. I'm going to chop the few that are in the way, especially that one on the road, but I'm going to keep as many as I possibly can where they are not in the way. Now there should be my little sneaky path down here. It's sort of not a really sneaky path, but really leads to our, to our real bridge. Fantastic. Oh, yeah. We ought to. I know I broke those so that I would come and grab them a couple of sessions later to move all the rocks. So we must get this done at some point. Right, let's go and do what we've got to do. Let's grab this stone, take it to Elm Creek, or, well, take it to the train that's going to take it to Elm Creek. That is a point. It's ages since I've done this. Where is the train point for this? I know it is... I can remember going over the bridge, but I think that's going over the bridge with the train that I'm remembering in my head. Train point, isn't that in the wood yard to the left of us? I seem to think it is. Yes, it's quite funny. I've been on Rogue River Valley, obviously, and selling the metal on that. Obviously, it's a little bit different to selling the metal on Silverrun. Obviously, Giants have done it where the rates are quite reasonable, so we're selling a few tons a night, which is not bad. I do think there's been an improvement. I think some of the recipes on the original things were awful. I've been Purbeck. I've got two of the well, the Otis doesn't seem to make any sense either. I've got to work that out to see if I'm right. Literally, that by thing, that it doesn't seem to make any sense, the prices. So I've got to see, am I right or not, basically, because I think I am. I think that if you sold oats, honey, and all that type of stuff, I think the business is not worth it, but I might be wrong. I mean, I would have thought, hopefully, the Giants would have thought that one out themselves. But I mean, there are some of the businesses, like the wood businesses, the original ones. But to be honest, the new ones, I remember watching quite a few videos where people had said how good it was, and it's about time. Yeah, that what the point is they're going into business if your business model's rubbish? You just wouldn't go into business. That's why I picked my business. Sugar's reasonable. You make profit at it. It's not going to make you a millionaire unless you do a lot of sugar. But nevertheless, it is still good. Now it's a bit of a drop. Right, yeah, I would push these, but because I did that thing and clocked them with the lorry, now then I could use my, if I drop this down and then push to the right, if I do it in the right place, I should be able to push these together like that. Then I should be able to push those other ones back down. Now have I got this? I don't think I've got this spawning anymore, have I? Because I've got it selling. Ah, that's right, it's just these few. That's right, I haven't got an awful lot to do. But it's still, it's 50,000. It's just sitting there. Let's just check that it's spawning though, because if there is any inside, which I don't think there is, then we need to sort that. But I'm sure if our metal is above as I saw it. Yeah, there's nothing inside. Fantastic. So it's just what it is, and there's 50,000 for that bit of metal. So that is amazing. Whoa, says as he nearly crashes it off. Right, if we push these two, it should make our job easier. If I think these do push well. There are some that don't push well. The pallets on Agres, even if you hit them square, they actually like push weirdly. I mean, I'm not blaming anyone. It is what it is. But I don't understand why a pallet pushes square sometimes and then, well, these are, yeah. But mind you, the angle you hit them, obviously, you can. That matters. That was out to begin with, so let's just see if we do that quickly. Should be okay. But yeah, we'll at least get this done, and then I feel like we've achieved something. Because there was quite a lot of driving around, really, which, yeah, it took a lot longer because I made a mistake and the way it's going to the rural farm rather than the the. Yeah, it was and I wasn't sure. It was a journey of faith, and it was one of those. I wasn't sure whether these all sell points had become or not, and the answer to that is no, they haven't. Now I know on a lot of maps they now accept containers, but obviously, yeah, this was the one that set this. Giants haven't gone back and actually changed it so that all things accept containers. That they've just still got the container warehouse. So again, that's the thing that other map makers are now incorporating into their maps, that they do accept containers, but this original map only accepts them at their one special place still. Yeah, it's that. I think that's what confuses you sometimes. Right, okay. Do we take the telehandler with us? Well, we could do. There's plenty of room. Let's be honest, it's not a massive trailer full, so we could easily do that as well. It's not gonna, as long as they don't sell my telehandler, I'm happy. Right, let's take that and let's get that onto the train. Oh, that is a point. This is going to be messy. This is where you need your pallet forks. Did I not leave those at the yard last time I did this? Because that's why I can't find them. I used to always stack the containers with that, and now they've disappeared. So to me, Mr. Leave Things Where They Are, that's probably would have been the last place I actually used the pallet forks. So I have got a set. I know I have. Yeah, but it is true. The big bag handler, this is its weakness. This it cannot do at all. Yeah, it's definitely true. We will have a look in our inventory and see where it is. It doesn't seem to be here though. We're not. We are. Ah, there we. It's called a train. Right, smash it. So then we now need to go and grab our. Right, I'm going to stop the camera 1 minute. Actually, we're going to see where it is first and see if I still got it, or whether I had a rage and I sold it, or loader. No, it's not from loader. It is telehandler, tools, wheel loader, telehandler. T for telehandler, tools. We have, because it's shown the picture. Okay, it is over by there. Right, I will be right back. We're going to go and fetch that. Right, I'm going to time lapse this because I would be useless if I was trying to chat, and see if we can. I think we can get 2 at a time. I'm sure we can. Or if I don't, of course, totally ruin it. Yeah, I've got that weird angle now, haven't I? Yeah, I've had a lot of trouble with these pallet forks. He says as he actually grabs 3 instead of 2. Let's see if it releases that. As I've always said, though, I do believe a lot of it is really down to some of its look. It seems to be that there are certain times when it gets stuck and it won't release, even if you do, no matter what you do, whatever angle you sort of do it at, it sort of like seems to get stuck and will not release, even if you do the press down thing and reverse like that. You see, now that's been good to me. Last time I used these the other day, it would not release. And although I wasn't playing with these particular ones, so yeah, that is true. I was playing with the CSZ pack ones. I had to let them go because they were really. But again, that doesn't mean to say the CSZ pack would normally do that. It just this time I was using them last. Oh wow, okay, that is definitely good. That's equal to the big bag winch, just in a different way. And if they behaved all the time, I would. Again, this is what I keep saying about the big bag handler. It is fantastic. Oh wow, they are heavy. Yeah. I wouldn't use the big bag handler all the time if I could use a traditional thing all of the time well. But it's hit and miss. The big bag handler has got serious misgivings, one of them which is this very particular job, grabbing things off these, because it uses the strap system, which is obviously the bedrock of the straps on the lorries. So a little lower. Yeah, but then sometimes what happens is it seems to get stuck in the wood itself, like it seems to do a symbiosis with the wood, and then it won't release. And that's not me imagining it just does do it sometimes. You'll get a session where it'll play nice, and then 10 minutes later something goes wrong, and mechanics are not perfect. But yeah, the thing is, it then, yeah, see, each one of those, that was the only one that did, and now I'm not blaming that was probably me. But yeah, it's right. Anyway, we're paying for this thing. Now then, do we strap this? We do. Let's strap this properly, and I probably, yeah, although we know it will capture them, luckily. Although you say that, I remember I didn't do one time. It was slipping off the train. I remember noticing it. I actually just saw it at the last second. Right, let's get this delivered to Elm Creek. And we are going to end this over there, because I'm not going to map hop on camera or anything like that, but we shall say our goodbyes. It's been a cracking session, it really has, and this is going to earn us quite a nice little amount for such a tiny little amount of metal. So obviously this does earn us more, and also, as I said, there is a big advantage to doing manual, like this. You not only do this, but you also get bonuses for your precision farming. So if you're, again, this is something I'm going to pay more attention to in future Let's Plays, where I'm going to be doing a little bit more manual loading and unloading. The trouble is, I don't want to be going back to auto loading, and that does slow me down. I know I'll get better, but it is still brilliant. See, yeah, you see that 3,433 environmental score rewards. That is what I'm on about. You don't get that. I'm sure you don't get that when you sell it the other way. So to say goodbye to these quite considerable bonuses isn't good. So yes, it is something that I've taken on board over the last couple of sessions and thought, yeah, we need to be improving on this, but it is going to slow down my things. But then there isn't, it is me that's wanting to build Rome in a day, really. I've always said that it is my own fault. So yeah, I've got to get better. at that, and let's switch those interactive sale marks off, which I could have done. I can do off camera. Right, all I'm going to say is thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.